Hey, good morning, guys. Previous weekly low is cleared, and we're getting some good rejection from this, but overall environment is just shifting into a bearishness. But still, we are trading above 50 EMA, and in monthly perspective, we are here, and like throughout the month, we only have 2 days left for the monthly candle to close, and look at this monthly candle, like it managed to close way more lower than previous monthly low, and we're supposed to target for this low, but the EMA environment is bullish. So even if we just target for this low, then it's a B grade low, and I don't think we're going to clear this low within next 2 days. And if this monthly candle managed to close like this, then on the next month it's possible that we're going to open the next month, trade back a little lower, and then we will trade towards the previous month high. There is a fair value gap also in monthly perspective. We will clear the previous month high, and then we will try to drop below this lows. So something like this is possible next month. Okay. Uh, Based on this, we can actually look for longs here in intraday time frames like 4 hour. So what I'm gonna wait for, this is a clean breakout structure, and if I just try to refine my zone, the last series of bearish candles here. So what I'm gonna wait for a green, like strong bullish candle, closing here. If this candle managed to close as a bullish green candle, then in that case I will start planning for a long with a stop below this low and targeting for 1:3 hour. So AUD USD is definitely something that I'm gonna add in my watch list, and it's gonna be a B grade setup, not a A grade, and possibly it's a actually a yeah it's actually a C grade setup, not even a B grade, because in daily environment is not lining up, weekly environment is not lining up, even like the monthly environment is lining up, but the monthly, look at the candlesticks, it's giving me a clean vibe that we are trading towards this sell side liquidities. So it's gonna be a C grade long, even if we get a long over here. Let's see what's going on in UCAD. UCAD, the after this impulsive move, we're currently standing at around this level. I don't think I'm gonna get any good setup over here in daily perspective. We're trying to clear the previous day's low. In weekly perspective, the previous weekly high is cleared, and we're closing like this. We still have like 2 days left for the weekly candle to close. But if the weekly candle managed to close like this in that, or a little bearish, in that case, we will be targeting for previous like on the next week, we are going to target for the previous weekly low. Let's see if I can refine this zone. The last series of bearish candles, I can consider this one, and look at this bullish closure. But there is no strong, like there is no target on the upside. There is no buy side liquidity upside that we can target for. So it's better if we just skip this one. NZD, USD, nothing clean. We're currently standing at around this level. It looks like the previous weekly low is not cleared. Yup, we can still target for this sell side liquidity over here. In daily perspective, the last daily candle was bullish, and it's giving me a bullish vibe. Overall, the EMA environment is bullish, and on the last day, we managed to clear this low and close like this. So we're basically targeting for this high. So it's possible that we're gonna trade above this high and even also this high, and then we will see some good rejections downside. Let's see what's the zone over here. The last series of bullish candles that created the high, so we can consider this one as a zone. And price actually rejected from this level previously, and I don't think we're gonna get a new setup, because even if price managed to come here and give me some rejections, but still the expected value in this zone is gonna be lower because it's the second time that we're reacting from this zone. So let's escape, not a B, not A grade. USD CHF, nothing is there. I was looking for this long, but the risk reward ratio is not that logical, so I escaped it. USD JPY, let's see what's going on in higher time frame perspective. The weekly candle is closing like an insider bar, so it's possible on the next week we're gonna open, trade back a little lower, and from this area we are gonna get some good longing opportunity in monthly time frame. This is how the monthly candle is closing like, and if the monthly candle close like this, in that case we can target for the previous monthly high on the next month, which is perfectly lining up with this long bias. So I have my alerts on at around this level. So let's see if I find any good rejection from this level or not. Gold. Gold is possibly trying to go above this high from current levels. In daily perspective, the last daily low is cleared, even though the daily environment is bearish till now. And this candle managed to close below this low, and we already swept below the previous day's low. So it's possible that we're going to see some upside correction. At the same time, it's also possible that this from current price is going to drop all the way low towards like previous Asian session low. So let's see. I don't have anything clean right now in gold. Euro JPY also skip. There is no clean setup for me right now. Nothing. I'm also monitoring GBP JPY. I think there is something interesting over here. The overall daily time frame environment is bullish, and we are currently rejecting from this zone, which is this is the last series of bearish candles that create the low in terms of closing. So if I find any good, if this 4 hour candle managed to close as a strong bullish candle, in that case I can start looking for long here with a stop below this low. So GBP JPY, yeah, GBP JPY is gonna be in my watch list. Okay, GBP AUD is shifting its environment. Right now, the 4 hour trend is shifting into a bullish trend, and if price managed to give us some good correction, because we are already creating some breakout structure towards the upside. So if price managed to give us some correction, then in that case we can start planning for longs and target towards this highs. Overall, the weekly candle is closing very good, because if the weekly candle managed to close like this, then it's possible that we're gonna trade above the previous weekly high on the next week. Even though the daily weekly EMA environment is actually bearish, but still it's gonna be a B grade buy side liquidity if price managed to close like this. AUD CAD. Very choppy. I hate this kind of price action. Okay, I got stopped out in AUD JPY last day. It was a B grade setup over here. The initial move was quite good, but then during the AUD CPI event, we just got smashed downside. And right now we are rejecting from this level, and I was expecting price to come here, honestly. Uh, at this moment, the daily candle is bearish, and we are currently below the previous day's low. In terms of weekly perspective, we already swept above the previous weekly high and closing like this. Uh, we still have like 2 days left. Let's see. It's possible that if it's honestly giving me a little bit of bearish sign, but still, if I find any good rejection from this level, then in that case, I will start planning for longs because okay, in daily environment is bullish and it's a good high probability liquidity over here, buy sell liquidity over here. Overall weekly environment is also bullish and monthly environment is also bullish. So even if like the vibe is not lining up, but still like I'm gonna look for longs if price managed to close above 61.8 with a bullish intent. I'm gonna start planning for a long here. AUD CHF, nothing clean, even though we're actually rejecting from this level, but it's better if I just avoid AUD CHF for now. um NZD CAD, there is nothing in NZD CAD. We're just gonna we're removing it from our watch list. NZD JPY, we can still target towards this high, but there is no clean setup for me right now. Overall, the environment is making new lower lows, and also in terms of 4 hour, the environment is bearish. Cat JPY, nothing clean for me. We can expect price to come at around this lows before we start moving towards upside. Let's see if we can refine this zone or not. I just need the last series of bearish candles. We can consider this one. We can also consider this one. I think this is gonna be a little better because if I drop my Fibonacci on this impulsive move, then we're at this level. We're currently below 61.8. So this looks far more better than this whole move. So I'm just keeping it for now. I'm waiting for price to come here and give me some good rejection so that I can start planning for long. There is nothing in BTC USD. So yeah, that's all from my side. And see you soon on the next session. I'm just gonna look for. I don't have anything in USD CHF, NZD USD, GBP AUD USD. I'm gonna add this one in my watch list. It's a C grade setup in AUD USD. That simply means that the AUD JPY long is also gonna be a C grade. Like during the last few days of month, like we only have 2 days left for the monthly candle to close. The majority of the setups are actually low grade because we don't have any clean agenda, because the like monthly agenda is already cleared, the weekly agenda is already cleared in majority of the pairs here. We only have 2 days left and previous weekly highs are cleared almost. So yeah, we're gonna get some low grade setups for the next few days, and from the next month, like from the next week, we're gonna again start getting like high quality good setups. So yeah, that's it from my side, and see you soon on the next session, guys. Have a great day.